How many of you have gone to a golf fitness specialist and had to hold a club over your head like this and squat down and maintain your position without dumping forward or being able to keep your arms up? A lot of golfers have done that. I've had a lot of students come to me who said this was part of their physical exam, if you will, checking to see why they can't do the things that the tour pros do in the golf swing with their body. And it's a lot of times it's just simply blamed on their flexibility. And as you guys know, I have argued that time and time again and proven it infinitely wrong, that you don't have to be able to do this crazy exercise, hold a club over your head and squat down to be able to make a full shoulder turn. Today, I'm going to prove that again once and for all, hopefully. For those of you that haven't seen this content before, all I want you to do is while you're sitting there watching a video, sit in your chair, and all I want you to do is rotate your shoulders. If you have a club here right by your desk, that's great. I want you to turn your shoulders and see if you can turn 45 degrees, which is there. That's it. If you can do this while you're sitting, which means your hips can't turn because you're sitting on them, and you can turn at least 45 degrees, and most of you will be able to turn far more than that without your hips moving at all, you can make a full shoulder turn in your golf swing. You are flexible enough because all of you sitting there right now can make at least a 45-degree shoulder turn without your hips moving at all. So how would you make a full shoulder turn? Well, 45 plus 45 degrees turns from my hips, hey, guess what? That's a 90-degree shoulder turn. Everybody can make a full shoulder turn, which is a hugely important part of the golf swing for creating a proper swing plane, is to be able to make that full 90-degree turn. If you don't make a 90-degree turn, your arms are going to swing very deep back behind you to try and get the club back on plane and get into a position where you feel loaded up. And that's typically why most golfers don't make a full shoulder turn, is that they're swinging their arms around their body, and this left shoulder girdle gets so tight and so stretched that your brain signals to yourself, I need to get rid of all this tension and go. And that's what causes you to use your arms and shoulders from the top. Instead, what you want to do is load up the muscles in your core and your trunk, and when these are stretched, these will help you fire the downswing instead of your arms and shoulders. But if you are not making a full shoulder turn and swinging your arms back behind your body, you'll never ever be able to transition properly no matter what you tell yourself. For the simple fact is that your brain and tension are going to win every time. Your brain's going to sense so much tension, it's going to try to prevent an injury, and it's going to unload those muscles before you can make a proper turn. If you're not making a proper turn, you're not focusing on turning. That's the simple truth of it. What you just did prove to yourself, 45-degree shoulder turn plus 45-degree hip turn, you can absolutely make a full shoulder turn. The reason you're not is because you're swinging your arms. If you want to learn how to rotate correctly, you have to prioritize rotation in your swing, and I promise you, no matter how much flexibility you think you don't have, can make a full shoulder turn. You have to understand how to rotate correctly and where to start moving from in the takeaway and the backswing that's going to help you create a full turn. So if you want to understand how to make a full turn and finally realize it has nothing to do with your flexibility, take a look at this bonus video, click the iCard you see in the corner, or read the video down in the description, and I'm going to take you to a video that's going to teach you how to rotate properly once and for all.